If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another 6 PM content. This is way past 6 PM. I've been not late to the party. I actually tried recording this once, and there's just so much information and moaning to get through that I couldn't do it in one go. Oh my god, I was so salty because they've done things. They've done things that I just can't understand. They've given certain players cards that just don't make any sense. There are no... Anyway, we'll get into that, right? I don't want to be negative about it, by the way. Future Stars, for all the bad points, I love the objectives, right? I think the objectives were fantastic. And there were a few SBCs that I really enjoyed. We had some nice upgrade packs. The player picks in particular were fantastic. And the promo in general, okay, normally my favourite promo. This year... it was okay. I didn't really have any complaints about it, really. They should have dropped something yesterday on the last day, but they didn't, but I digress. This is the Winter Refresh team that are currently in packs. Now, they're not following the standard ones to watch that they used to, which I think is a great thing, by the way. I know a lot of people might be annoyed by it, but I worked it out earlier on the Road to Glory, right? If... these were dynamic, which they're not. But if they were dynamic and they were basically winter ones to watches, what would happen is, for instance, Ericsson, who is now 91, he would need to basically this weekend, he would need to get an inform. Then it goes to a 92. He then needs to wait a full 2 weeks, and on the third week, he is then re-eligible for an inform because EA don't like to give them. They like to leave 2 weeks in between, right? So, realistically, and assuming Ericsson is literally playing like dynamite every single week, you have to wait every 3 weeks for a player to get themselves another inform, and they have to hit it when EA are looking, essentially, right? There isn't enough time left to get more than 3 upgrades, and that is assuming that Ericsson, as the example, is scoring every 3 weeks like 2 or 3 goals. It's highly unlikely. So the chances of them getting more than 1, possibly 2 at a stretch, was just slim to none. So I'm glad that they've done it this way. What I don't quite understand is some of the player choices. So Ericsson is there because of the transfer. Ibra, Bruno Fernandes and Kuna from the top line, all transferred players, makes sense. Areola, he hasn't transferred. I'm not really sure why. I'm guessing it's because Madrid top of the league. I think they've only conceded like 14 goals this season, so that's okay. That's fine. I'm not going to argue with that. Cornet has had to try and pick up some of the slack from Depay because he's out with an ACL. Lyon haven't exactly been doing fantastic this season compared to what they have done in previous years. I can maybe possibly let that slide, but I'm still gonna give him the look, you know, like Florenzi transfer, fair enough. Ready? Schultz. What did Schultz move? No. He didn't move. Oh, he must have had a blinder of a first half of a season then, surely. He started 7 times. He's only played 8. He's only put 71 minutes in, and he's only got 1 goal, no assists, nothing. And he's a left back, fine. The main left back for Dortmund this season so far has been Guerrero. But I'm not sure whether Schultz has been injured, but that is completely irrelevant. I don't care about that. Why is he there? There's just no rhyme or reason for it. There are so many players that they've missed out, or left out, not missed out, they've left them out to include someone like Schultz, who, don't get me wrong, in-game could be great. I'm not going to argue with that. If he's good in-game, fine. But I just don't really understand the logic behind picking him. It's like EA don't watch football. Do you know what I mean? Herrera, not going to argue with it, even though I'm not going to look at his stats, but I'm just not going to argue with it. Bernat deserves to be there. He's done well for PSG this season. Chiesa, again, I'm not going to look into it. Van Aanholt and Nathan Ake, I'm not going to look into either of them. Can't imagine Nathan Ake's had a fantastic season, though, because Bournemouth have been nothing short of dire for most of it. João Victor and Limbombe in there as well. So that is essentially your team. The other things to mention... these are the 50 upgrades. We're only getting 50 upgrades from EA. They're not bothering with anyone else that isn't on this list, which I don't understand. It's almost like the content team started doing the upgrades and they were like, mate, I'm at 45. Can I just round it up to 50 and we call it a day? And the boss has literally gone, yeah, why not? Let's go play hockey. You know, like, that's probably the conversation right there in a nutshell, because why only do 50? There are so many other players that they've left out. I mean, there's only 2 Sheffield United players. They are literally in touching distance of Champions League places. They came up last season. How are you only upgrading 2 players? Well, there's no Liverpool players in the whole thing. What? They're top of the league by 22 points, which has never been done before, ever, and you're not going to give anyone an upgrade? Madness. And there's so many others, like Getafe, right? How many Getafe players? Let's see if we can count them. None. None there. Oh, hang on. Second page. Let's go to the second page. 1. I've got one. Cucurella, who actually does deserve one, by the way. But nobody else there. Getafe are in the top 4. And last season, they were nowhere near the top 4. So, just as 3 examples, they've not included any Liverpool players. They've got 1 Getafe, and they've only got 2 Sheffield United, despite the fact that they are playing quite literally out of their skin. I would argue that there could be, there should be a Bayern player in there as well. Alphonso Davies deserves one. I know he's got a play a moments card, but that's completely irrelevant. He deserves an upgrade because he's been playing regular football this season and he's done well. But, you know, I could go on. I could literally sit here for days and just reel off players. I'm not going to. Oh, hello. Danny Ings. Is Danny Ings there? Because Danny Ings is like, what, the 2nd highest goal scorer in the league? No, he's not. He's like the 3rd or maybe the 4th. But still, it's irrelevant. He's still there, right? He's still got like 14, 15 goals this season for Southampton, who for most of the season have been in the bottom 4. So, yeah, anyway, that's your list. I don't think they actually kick in until Monday or Sunday. I can't quite remember, because there are players. I don't think there's anything else to mention. Well, technically speaking, there is. There's a. Where is it? Where's EA? Where are you, EA? Let's go to EA's Twitter. There it is. Let's go to this. Right, so they've released 89 icon moments that highlight each icon at the peak of their powers. That's good. Some of them have gone up by +2. I've not looked at the full list, but some of them have gone up by +2, as opposed to last year. They only upgraded them by 1 and like 1 stat here or there. Winter Refresh Team, we've already seen it. Most improved players, but they're only doing 50. The new milestones objective we'll take a look at in a second. And they've added a 3rd player to League SBCs, which is interesting because, in my opinion, they haven't finished League SBCs because there's still the Scottish League, the Argentinian League, the Mexican League, the Australian League, and I'm pretty sure there's one other league that I'm forgetting, the Japanese League as well. I might be missing one even then, but those 5 are definitely not there, which suggests to me that they're not going to ever release them, and that's it now, they're done. But they've started adding a 3rd player, which of course is going to be Verdi, who has a sexy dynamic image, by the way. Let's go back to the game itself. Now, this is my Road to Glory account. I don't normally record 6 o'clock content on the Road to Glory because what I like to do is complete the SBCs on my main account. However, there are none. I know. So, Jamie Vardy hasn't been upgraded yet. That is, to me, suggesting that they're not going out until like Sunday or something, because I think they said the 16th. Let's go over to the objectives before we moan about everything else. So, no new player to unlock here, which is a little bit surprising. I don't know whether they may be waiting for these to expire. I'm not even sure when they expire. Like, is there a date? Are they there for the rest of the season? I genuinely don't know or can't remember. Either way, we have been given the upgrade option in milestones. So Politano, 89 rated, which in my opinion is a slight cop-out. I feel like they could have given him a 90 rated plus card. You know, people were anticipating 93, and I thought that was a bit ambitious, but they've not even upgraded him by 3. They've just literally given him 2. It's a transferred card to Napoli, and there is a pretty simple way to get it, really. You need the 87 from the first set of milestones. Then you need to go and score a goal using the 87, like I just said, in 6 separate rival wins, with 11 Serie A players in your starting squad. So just get a full Italian team, put Politano in there, the 87, and score 6 times in wins. Quite simple and straightforward. The next one is assist 7 goals using cross, which is not ideal because of how this game works. Crosses sometimes just don't work. Well, headers don't work, but either way, that's going to be a little bit more challenging. However, You don't need to win the game. You literally just need to assist 7 goals with crosses. So there's that. And then the final one is basically the same thing. Score 3 finesse goals with the 87. You can kind of do that and that at the same time if you want. If you get 3 of those as finesses, you take the bottom one off and you're halfway through this, and then you only need to get 7 crosses. So, you know, it's not a difficult upgrade path at all. You can do that in a session, or you can spread it out over 2 or 3 if you want. But that's quite simple, providing you've already done it. So that's good. I'm happy about that. And the beautiful thing about it is, because EA obviously don't know how to do it, rather than the current 87 that you have being upgraded to an 89, what happens is that you get the 89 and you still have the 87. So you can either use the 87, it's still in your squad because it's a different team, or you can upgrade it to the 89 and then use the 87 in an SBC, or use the 89 in an SBC, whatever you want to do. I'm not sure whether with future ones like Bundesliga, Premier League, so on and so forth, whether they'll issue a way for the card itself to be upgraded and you have to submit it into an SBC to get the upgrade, because obviously none of these have actually moved club. They all stay where they are right now. Politano moved to Napoli from Inter, so that's why I think they've issued a separate card. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, I like it. That's a good point, right? I want people to know that I'm not 100% salty about this. There are some good points. In terms of the SBCs, though, this is where I'm a little bit miffed, because the only thing they've done is they've added the Player of the Month Haaland, which I can only assume is as expensive as it is because he's due an upgrade. He got... I mean, I could work it out, I suppose, but he's now got a 79 rated card, which has been upgraded from a silver. That should in turn bump the Informs and the UCL cards up. The Future Stars, I don't think gets upgraded as to what they say. None of the objective Future Stars cards, so Osimhen, Odegaard, Dan James, and the other one that I'm forgetting, Zaniolo, none of them get upgraded with this new winter refresh, which is an absolute travesty. It's a joke. It's unfair. It doesn't make any sense, because half of them, like Odegaard's now up to an 82, that should in turn bump the rest of them up, and your 87 should go to a 90. It's only fair. But nope, they don't want to do that. They don't want to be fair. They want you to spend FIFA points. This card, by the way, is unbelievably expensive. 85 rated team, 86, 86 with an inform, 86, 87, 87 with an inform, and there we go. So the pack's back. Not even that great, if I'm honest. Not a 50k or nothing. So that is an unbelievably high-priced SBC. The other thing about that, of course, is that he's 3-star, 3-star, and I'm pretty sure he's not getting a boost in those either, which is just unreal. The only other thing they dropped was an Icon Moments kit. Marquee Matchups was already there, of course. I don't think they've added like a transfer all this in. No. So yeah, just the kit. Now you look at it, you think, actually, I don't mind that kit. To be fair, it's not bad. I could get on board with that. Yeah, look at the price of this. This is a kit, 83 rated team for a kit. I've seen players cheaper than that. That's mad. I mean, if you do that, you are crazy. You are literally crazy. Let's go and have a look at the other card. The final thing, realistically, to talk about. Oh, hello. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm one team away from it. I thought I'd done it. I thought I'd submitted it. I'm so happy. I thought I submitted that yesterday. I didn't. Not on purpose. I'm just lazy. And I didn't. I think I've got one Brescia player left to buy, and I haven't done it. So expect a Verdi review tonight. But there we go. We have a new 87 rated Verdi. Left mid. Does he deserve the upgrade? I don't know. It doesn't matter really, because it's a League SBC, so it's irrelevant. Although they have given it like a winter refreshed theme. So I don't know. Either way, I've not looked at the in-game stats or anything. I'm going to save that for review. I'm so happy about that. So I'll get that done. But that's the only one they've added so far. I'm guessing we're going to be getting new ones over the next week. Maybe this is a 2-week promo, although I can't imagine how it can possibly be a 2-week promo. I don't know. In terms of the icons then, I did see some at the beginning there. So we've got 94 Hullet, 99 Maradona, which we knew about anyway, 97 Zidane, Cruyff has gone up by 2, Maradona up by 2, Hullet's up to 94, and yeah, there we go. I don't think there's a way for me to go and look at them all without going to something like Footbin. I'll be interested to see what packs they've added for this. There's a 50k pack lightning round that is still there because people don't care. Which is just crazy. And then 15k packs. But there we go. I may go through like the full comprehensive icon moments list at some point, but that's going to be the video there, and there it is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky about it. I just don't see, like, Haaland is far too expensive. If I just go and have a very brief look at his price, I mean, even with an upgrade to a 1992, the 3-star, Haaland, I mean, no one's done it properly. No one's paying attention to it. It's currently coming in at 47 million because people are just submitting icons into it. The kit is coming in at 18,000 coins. That is mad. Who the hell is going to, apart from Bateson or Castro, who's going to pay 18k for a kit? Crazy, crazy stuff. And no new player. So in my opinion, not a very good start to the Winter Refresh promo at all. We have to wait, I think. I'm not certain about this. Let me go and just double check, because you'd think one would be on the market by now, wouldn't you? Let's go have a look at... Oh, they spell it correctly. Every time I spell it like Haland, which is how you meant to say it, but because they've got that little accent above the A, which I'm guessing elongates it, I always just spell it like that. And people say you're spelling it wrong. I don't think I am, mate. Right, so let's just see if he's... Yeah, he is on the market. They are in packs right now. I'm not sure. Are the upgrades already out then? It can't be, because he's a 79 rated, right? But then again, that hasn't overlapped his stats. So does that mean he won't get upgraded? I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. It does say there is a link, and you can go and read it to say if stats overlap and blah blah blah. I think they've been a little bit crafty with it, because if that is the case, like if that is literally not upgrading because his stats don't overlap, I mean, they've literally done it on purpose just so that you don't get a benefit from it. And if that's the case, then that is embarrassing once more from EA, because there's so... I mean, I've got so many cards in this club that could potentially go up. Odegaard should go up, but he won't because he's an objective player. I was going to end the video there, but let me just have a brief look to see what... let me go into special and see what we have here. So what players would have been upgraded with that... I think there's a Jack Grealish here somewhere that should have been upgraded. It doesn't look like he has been, though. So Maddison, in my opinion, should be upgraded because he's had an upgrade. I specifically went out and bought that for the reason of it being upgraded. Grealish is still 84 rated, so it doesn't look like he's going to be upgraded either. If they've already been upgraded, then that is a crime. But if they haven't already been upgraded, then I apologise, and I'll reserve judgment until I see them. But you know, there's like that. Does that mean that's not going to get upgraded because he's had a winter refresh, then he wouldn't get upgraded. Oh, Simmons still an 83, so it doesn't look like he's going to get upgraded, unless of course they've not done it yet. So yeah, I will reserve judgment until I see EA say that your cards have already been upgraded, because I've not seen any evidence of it yet. So I really don't know. But either way, let me know what you think of the Winter Refresh promo so far in the comments. Is it a good start? In my opinion, it's not, because we've not had a new player to grind towards, bar the Politano, which I'm happy with, by the way. And we've not been given a new SBC. I don't really understand that. It's not difficult to just throw one out there, is it? But yeah, either way, maybe I'm just complaining. If you have enjoyed the video, then do me a favour and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.